Greetings everyone, welcome to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We'll be starting a new game today. Gonna be playing the main story. I played this a bit ago. It's one of my first videos actually. And back then, Treasure of the Midnight Isles was not available yet. But this one can actually be accessed from within the main story at some point. But yeah, we'll be doing the main story. I'm gonna try daring. Thing is, I'm not too good at CRPGs, because yeah, especially Pathfinder is really kind of made for people that are into min-maxing. But at the same time, you know, I know fighters go in the front and casters go in the back. So yeah, I think I played daring last time. We did okay-ish. Gonna play a custom character again. Don't really like any of the pre-mades. Also, it's quite a shame that they did not add more portraits into the enhanced edition. Nope, still the same. I think these three were added in through DLC at some point, but that is it for the rest of them. But yeah, I have custom ones. Last time we played her, Offrey. Now I'll play her. This is actually Valerie from the first game, which you can actually choose. Hang on, she is here somewhere. There she is. But as you can see, the face is a lot sterner here. And this is actually a mod someone made for the first game to make her look a bit more pleasant. But then again, this one kind of fits her personality in that one. So, but yeah, we'll play her, and we will be playing a. I like fighters, so I'm just going to be a fighter. I thought about playing a paladin, but yeah, we get a paladin as a companion pretty much straight away. I'm gonna play a standard fighter, even though I've heard never go full fighter. But we will. Human, it's fine. We are gonna play somewhat of a low rent paladin actually, so I'm gonna be an acolyte. Adds persuasion and lore religion. Can use wisdom instead of charisma. That'll be handy, even though we'll probably leave charisma checks to someone else. We'll probably leave all the checks to someone else, because we don't get a lot of skills, I think, on this character. But yeah, when we have to, I do plan on getting more wisdom than charisma. I think if we do this, we get a nice set of numbers. Wait, okay, gonna dump intellect, gonna dump charisma. Intellect, from a role-playing perspective, I used to kind of feel bad about giving my character low intellect, because I thought, well, they're not supposed to be dumb. But in some cases, the game description might actually reason that it has to do with intelligence, because they might say, well, if you go too low, your character is illiterate. But I like to think of intellect as kind of your magical prowess, which we do not have. So. Fine. Let's see, we're going to get Constitution, we want to be beefy, and we're going to get Willpower, and I think that gives us somewhat nice round numbers. I am not an expert, so don't do don't do like I do, basically, because I don't think... I have heard that Wisdom is basically a dump stat for fighters also, but I like the idea of having Wisdom, because it helps saving throws. For negating the effect of Charm Person and other spells. There's a lot of that going on, so that'll be good. Yeah. I'll do Athletics, and we'll do Lore Religion, because we are an acolyte after all. We might only get one skill point each level. I might go Lore Religion for this character, or Athletics. Athletics seems to get the most value. I want to get weapon focus. We're gonna go good old longsword. Because we want to hit stuff, so getting a +1 is good. Should we either get armor focus or shield focus? Might actually go shield focus. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to go sword and board actually. I might get iron will as a third one. I don't know if we're allowed to take it as a third one. Let's... Can we actually get toughness? Yeah. We could also do that. That's extra hit points and extra hit points every level. Oh. Yeah, let's get shield focus. At some point I'll probably get greater shield focus. Then we get +2 for any shield. Or heavy armor focus, because we'll always be wearing heavy armor basically. And we'll be using a shield, but sometimes we might switch to a bow. We'll get it eventually. Can we get... Oh, we could probably still get shield focus. Might as well. We could also get this actually. I think dodge is pretty okay to have. Because we have some dexterity, so it's pretty okay, I think. Then again, I think we might lose a bit of dexterity from wearing heavy armor again. Condition that makes you lose your dex bonus to AC also makes you lose the benefit of this feat. Yeah, taking it. Right, we are, like I said, we are kind of a low-rent paladin, so we're going to be Iomade is our deity, known as the Inheritor, Light of the Sword, Lady of Valor, is the goddess of the righteous valor, justice and honor. Having served as Eridan's herald, she inherited many of the last Aslante's followers upon his death, and continues to espouse the idea of honor and righteousness in the defense of good, and in the battle against evil. Glory, good, law, sun, war. Favorite weapon, longsword. I don't actually know if the favorite weapon comes into play somehow, if you actually get benefits from it, but we will be using a longsword, so that's fine. Yep. Could go neutral good, we could go lawful good. I think since we're an acolyte and since we're kind of... Yeah, I didn't want to go actually paladin, but since we're sort of a paladin, might actually go lawful good. Kind of have to roleplay that a bit. Seem maybe more interesting than neutral good. Sometimes playing lawful good is kind of challenging in itself. Neutral good is kind of yeah, do whatever. I remember in Pathfinder 1 I tried playing a chaotic good rogue, but chaotic good was really chaotic. So I went neutral good real fast due to my just the choices I made in game. Okay. Body type. We can be kind of normal. We can be big. We can be very slim. I think we have to be a little bit beefy. But this seems a bit... Seems okay. I think the picture is quite pale. And we have light eyes. We don't have a scar. Let's see, there are other faces. I like this one. This one might look like the picture a bit. There's also... This one looks quite nice, only I might get annoyed with the fact that her mouth is agape. Let's go with this one. I think It's okay. I think this one is the best. I went for. You could go even brighter, but then her hair is actually lighter than her complexion, and that doesn't fit. Warpaint. I think Warpaint actually didn't work last time, but it does now. Well, we won't be taking any Warpaint. Yeah, we won't be taking any scars, so that's fine. Gonna make the red a little darker, and then I'm gonna go. I think this one was all right, kind of grayish, because even though she's wearing armor, like a bit of gray, bit of gray, and like a little bit of red. She has a bit of kind of greenish turquoise. That is actually maybe referencing that just a bit. Kind of the green and the grey. Right. Tattoos. I think this is meant for other races.
Interesting.
Aim carefully.
No, can't. Let us be careful.
I failed.
I think that's the best voice. The voice I like most.
A mere flesh wound.
You should
Follow if you...
a trivial task.
That's just a bit too much.
Let's shred them.
We shall overcome. Contemplate on your mistakes. I will see this through.
We won't falter.
Let's move.
I'm wounded.
I stand ready.
We cannot be defeated.
My skills exceed yours.
Let's move already. I lead. You heal me quickly.
I feel faint. Let us bide our
Yeah,
time.
I'm gonna go with reserved. Okay. There is a name I like, which is actually part of the. I always like the ability to generate names, because then you get a name that fits the setting. Although I do think these are like Hiriko is more of a kind of the Asian ethnicity, which Pathfinder has kind of different ethnicities for humans. So these names are kind of all clumped in together. But there is one. Alinza wouldn't be too bad, but there's Valky, Nanya, Shirin. Let's see, come on. Come on, give me the name. Miralinda. Not Shirin, not too bad. There she is. Eladine. I think that's kind of sounds posh. Kind of all, pretty much a paladin name, but I don't know actually. Well, 30 days, 6 months. No, some days, right. Same as Earth months. Sure. Aladine.
Aim carefully.
And let's go. I turned on turn-based mode. And I've increased the animation speed a bit. But we're not fighting straight away. There we are. Make way, coming through. Fetch a healer, quick. Bonk.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
A Nevia. Alright, continue.
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't she be carted off somewhere else like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
Yeah, we're kind of getting an introduction to some of the companions for later on.
Make room, everyone. Step back. Now, what's the matter? What happened to her? The wound looks nasty. Who did this to her?
You hear the stern voice of an elderly man, but you're so weak you can't even turn your head to look in his direction.
Demons, Prelate. We found her barely alive outside the walls of Canabris.
Demons. Demons are malign and destructive creatures native to the outer sphere plane known as the Abyss. Canabris, that's the city we're in, of course. Canabris is the city of glory, but not one of spotless virtue.
The walls, you say? Enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right.
Yeah, the last time I already kind of contemplated if maybe how you got here becomes relevant later on. Because the game just starts. But maybe, you know, since it's an RPG, maybe you're supposed to kind of make your own story. Kind of make it up. But I don't know. Maybe there's a reason for, you know, not really being told what is what. Well, kind of. You're told you were found wounded outside of the city walls.
We'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take her weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. She can get her things back after the festival. O Inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor, Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy, heal her wounds.
The magic envelops you, but your pain lessens only slightly. Grit our teeth in silence.
My powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there! Yes, you! Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev!
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
The lady raises her head in an infection of surprise.
I'll get her! Terendelev! Has anyone seen Terendelev?
Yep.
Be quick about it before it's too late! Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
The old man leans over you. So we can just straight up tell our name. Yeah. I came to fight demons. I'm a crusader.
Oh, Iomade saved me from green recruits. They come without planning, without preparation, and they die before they even see their first real battle. I don't know whether to laugh or cry at the utter waste of it all.
My dear Prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor woman. She has been through enough already. Go on. I'll take care of her.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that, so I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed she was wounded near Canabris. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls. And the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of the city.
Muttering discontentedly, the old man walks off.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There.
A beautiful silver-haired woman leans over you. She seems ageless. Her face wholly unlined, but centuries-old sadness gleams in her eye. The longer she speaks, the stronger her voice becomes. Thank you for helping me.
I accept your thanks, but my work is not yet done.
Who are you?
My name is Terendelev. I am the protector of the city.
And are you really a dragon?
You don't believe me? Perhaps I should retake my true form and engulf this square with my ice breath to win your trust. Pay no mind to my current guise. I appear this way when I walk among the people. I would hamper the festivities if I tried to attend in my true form.
What happened to me?
I do not know yet, and that troubles me. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully.
Right. Can I go?
Certainly, but be careful. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return. But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, protector of Canabras. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
Right. Sample the special festival drink. Here we are. Got stranger. I am the answer, but what is the question? Okay, basic movement. Don't show me tutorials from group advanced controls. I think I might have already turned off basic controls. Let's keep on advanced controls for now. To the city! Happy city day. To the city. So many happy faces. Days like this keep our hope alive. Sociel is actually a companion later on, but he I haven't gotten so far yet actually the last time. Noble, citizen, peasant, noble. Camellia. Grubby peasants and the grubby diversions. Why did they even bother coming? August Worm. We'll be meeting him later on. Yes, happy city day. And now step away, please. I do not wish for August Worm to be seen next to you. Peasant nobles. Let's go drink a bit. Right, I can just use tab. Let's whole run again. Let's with him. A strange wound. Cursed, perhaps. This will ease your suffering. What will? Arafashniel. I have a feeling something terrible is going to happen as usual. I don't recall. We'll probably meet him again, but I don't recall where or when or why. Darren. They call this a celebration. This is but a paltry imitation of what goes on in my mansion on a dull toil day evening. I think toil day is Tuesday. I might be wrong. You can interact with various objects such as doors, chests, hold the tab, highlights. Yep. There's Sheila. Pour me another one. Let's make this day a day to remember. I do love festivals. When we win our victory feast will put this one to shame. Jana Aldora. I've been a crusader 5 whole days already and I love it. The future's going to be grand indeed. Curl. They should let us off to enjoy the festivities. Instead we're digging ditches and training day in, day out. Let's have a drink. Love a drink, me, especially when the city's footing the bill. What do you say, another round? Alright. Okay, that's one thing down. If we do one other activity, it'll mean the end for the festivities. Ramian? On days like this, if it's the war doesn't even exist, that's not grant us peace.
I'm gone.
Right, here's a game we understand. Just hit it. Let's drink to Canabras. Shock him one. Yeah, we have to wait for the... there you go. Bam, right in the jaw. You call that a punch? Here, let me show you how it's done.
Behold, Crusader gods. Behold, Iomande. You poor imposter. Your city will fall to me. Your followers will feed my hunger.
Discari, Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
Let the feast begin.
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! 1 minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If fleeing's your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
Let's see. I've seen you somewhere before, have we?
Yeah, you have. You owe me your life. I'm the one who found you outside the walls and brought you inside to be healed. I see they patched you up. Good thing they did it before the attack, or else you'd have been done for.
Who is Discari? What's the situation here in the city? Can't lend me a weapon, I'll try to fight the demons. I think I'm going to look for a way out of here. Give me a protective spell. Right, we're a bit, you know, we're the kind of gal that just wants to fight stuff. Well, basically fight demons. So, give me a weapon, I'll go at them.
Sure thing. Here, take this. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even.
Well, let's hope so.
Good luck! Try not to get eaten now!
The halfling's words are drowned out by terrible rumblings and the rustlings of countless tiny wings.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts. Behold, Iomande. Behold the death I sow.
The silver dragon, Terendelev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
Continue. Festival organized to raise spirits has ended in death and destruction. Find more survivors. Alright.
Follow my steps.
What's this? Battlefield. Alright. Well, no survivors here.
Holy mother of...
A small woman with messy brown hair winces in pain, uttering a stream of curses through clenched teeth. She is pinned to the ground by a couple of weighty boulders. Oh right, actually, if you so this is a portrait you can actually choose as a playable character, and if you do, her portrait changes to something else. That's a neat detail.
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
The young woman in knight's armor studies the rocks intently, clearly trying to work out how to move them.
I feel them all right. When say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Let's see. Spotting you, the knight reaches for a sheathed weapon, but after scrutinizing your face momentarily, she raises her hand in greeting. Let's see. Skill checks in dialogue during the course of the game. Apply your skills in many different situations. Frequently, you will have to make a skill check during dialogue. Here, for example, we are trying to help Sela fetch Anevia from beneath the rubble. The results of such checks determine how events subsequently pan out. There you go. Why should we help her? Why? You can be evil. Knowledge, will 12. Let's see. Hold on. Athletics plus 4. Minus 2. Alright, so this is the best option. Succeeded. Summoning all your strength, you managed to lift the rocks up enough to free the wounded woman from the rubble.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Anevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
Well, I'm Sela, paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendev and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabres has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomade's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
Wardstones are a chain of powerful artifacts keeping the World Wound expansion at bay. The first and greatest in the chain was erected in the city of Canabres by the hand of the inheritor himself, a golden-winged angel sent by the goddess Iomade.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabres will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
Anevia's eyes shift to you. Let's see. I came here to fight the Abyss? Probably. I'm a scholar. I came here to see the world wound with my own eye. One person's war is another person's opportunity? No. I'm led by destiny. I don't know why fate has brought me here, but I feel it was not by chance. I'm a traveler. My name is Aladdin. Who I am is none of your business. Yeah, I came to fight the Abyss.
A fellow crusader! Welcome, sister. This is great. I would have been happy to have any companion in this, but it's nice to be stuck down here with somebody who's my kind of crazy.
It's a good thing you've still got your faith. Because right now, to be totally honest, faith's probably the only thing we do have. Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
Mm-hmm.
To summarize, there are 3 of us with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
party. Yeah, we know. Alright.
I will help where I can.
Should probably put on defense. Oh, we actually have more health than Sheila. Alright, I think the game defaults to putting Sheila in front. Yep. Probably hold the line. Upon receiving the attack command, the party members will move towards the enemy at a speed not exceeding the speed of the party member positioned in front. Oh, that's pretty handy actually. Containers, yep. Pick up your weapons. Loot. What? Look, Halron put all the confiscated weapons in his chest. Take a look. Maybe your things survived the fall. Okay. Longsword, that's what we want. Cold iron longsword, that's even better, I think. Shield, bow, torch, flail, cloak of resistance. Very good, very good. Loot, yep. Let's see. This on 2. Cold iron longsword on 1. Go. And get a nice cape going. There. Gonna look the part now. Can we actually talk to Anevia? No.
Let's head out.
Loot. Durendalev's scale. You restore life to a deceased party member. Ah, a raised creature has a number of hit points equal to its current HD. Raised dead also removes the death door condition.
Let us be careful.
Who's there?
Right, there's Camellia. The fine apparel of this young half-elf is torn and stained with blood, dust and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity that you would be forgiven for thinking you were at a high society party and not in the dank catacomb under the city. Her fingers grip her rapier, hilt with confidence, ready to draw at a moment's notice. At her feet lies a dead body, so mutilated that at first glance it's hard to tell if it's animal or human.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
Yep, our new friend.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Durendalev, I can't wrap my head around it.
Let's see. The girl relaxes slightly, but she keeps her hand on a sheathed weapon. Her self-control falters for a moment and you glimpse the fear beneath her mask of her perfect placidity. She licks her lips nervously. Not many can withstand a strike from a demon lord, not even Durendalev. Tell me more about yourself. What happened to this poor man? Who is he? Do you want to join us? We need to keep moving. There must be a way back to the surface somewhere around here. We're not going to praise a demon lord here. What happened to the poor man?
I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
Yeah, I've not gotten this far with Camellia my last time around, but I think there's something going on, because her alignment is hidden, so I think she has something to do with this. Well, with the man, maybe. I don't know.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far.
Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Vashniel, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
let's see. I'm taking notes on people that we meet. Library Egghead. Found dead near Camellia. All right. Tell me more. Yeah, we need to keep moving.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Yep.
Are you coming with us then? The more the merrier, and that blade of yours is nothing to sniff at.
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
Mm-hmm. That we do. Companion Camellia has the ability cure light wounds to use it. Click companion. Click Camelia's portrait. Yeah, we know how to do that.
You can trust me.
Can we? Masterwork dagger. Lighting.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Guidance. Light. There we go. Maybe make a save. There we go.
Be careful, everyone.
Combat. And get ready for battle. Alright.
Attack.
There we go.
I'll cut you wide open. The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Whoop.
Aim carefully.
There we go.
The spirits demand your blood. Into the fray.
Added armor. Gold. Bottle of oil. Merchant might paid well for it. Oh, I don't know. What's this? Another scale.
I'm gone. Let us bide our time.
Watch each other.
Turn base mode. You can also do... Oh, you can also charge. But... Maybe not. Shaman surrounds himself with the spirit of battle. Also then... Can you just have that act? No, that's a... Okay, you can only do that so many times. Ghost touch, spirit enchantment. Spirit weapon enchantment. Let's misspell. Too far away. Is that evil? Whoop. Calls out the powers of good to aid her in struggle against evil as a swift action. The paladin chooses one target within the sight to smite. If this target is evil, the paladin adds a charisma bonus, if any, to her attack roll. Alright, we can do that.
The light take you.
Oh.
Forwards.
Alright.
I heed the
Probably
voice of the spirits.
get a heal going.
Follow my steps.
We are the light. They are the darkness. You are today's sacrifice!
No glory without risk!
Aha! Attack of opportunity. Oh, that's a shame.
A solid plan. Attack!
Go for their hearts!
Alright.
We should move.
Braces of armor. We have lucky braces. I don't know if I already had those in the without the enhanced edition. I don't know. Braces of armor +1. That's a good one if you're not wearing any armor. Let's see. You could probably use that one. Maybe. That one also. There you go. There you go. Is this better than what you have? Oh. This might not do anything actually. Nope. No. Potions. One over there. You already have one. We'll give you another one. There you go.
Let's head out.
Save the last one for me.
Wait, what's going on? Why? Flat-footed. Okay. Let's have... Alright.
Aim carefully.
Ooh, not dead. Yeah.
Into the fray! I'll cut you wide open!
Forwards.
Ah.
The light, take you!
Rainbow quartz. Reagent can be used to brew potions. Cooking ingredient.
Let us be careful. Enemy near.
Right. Should probably give her the crossbow, maybe. I don't think I can in battle, right? No. Do I have a bow? Oh, you cannot use it. Or is it because we're... No, can be equipped. What about you? Nope. Let's move a bit closer.
A solid plan.
Oof.
The spirits demand your blood!
Nice one.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Succeeded.
Tread lightly.
Right, more friends.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
You struggle to make out this man's features in the gloom. As soon as he steps into the circle of light, however, you realize that you have never encountered a creature like this before. The stranger looks like the work of a vivisectionist who attempted to stitch together a lizard and a man.
Wenduok!
The man notices you and freezes. The curling horn protruding from his head casts a malevolent shadow on the cave wall.
Lan, did you find it?
Who is that?
The woman looks just as strange as her companion, like a cross between a cat and a spider. When she catches sight of you, she immediately drops into a fighting stance. Her movements reveal the lethal grace of a wild predator.
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait, they might know what's going on up there.
Let's see. Demon lords are laying waste to Canabras. Why should I tell you anything? Who are you? Tieflings? What is this place? And what are you doing here? Monsters like you don't deserve to live. Yeah, demons are laying waste to Canabras.
If things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabras. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
What are you doing here?
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground crusaders to take up arms. If we get the holy sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
Heaven is a plane in the outer space, a realm of pure righteousness.
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
Angels are a group of altruistic celestials native to all three upper planes, Nirvana, Heaven and Elysium. They represent all the multiple interpretations of goodness. Wendu shrugs and turns away. Maze? Does it really lead to the surface? A sword of holy flame? How did it wind up down here? We'll find the sword faster if we work together. I'll help you. I can help you, but you're going to have to pay for it. Yeah, who are you? Tieflings?
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the underground crusaders, the children of the Crusade's finest.
Sadly, underground crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
I've never heard of underground crusaders before.
In Canabras, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
What is this place?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
What about this maze? Does it really lead to the surface?
Yes. There are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground Crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
Right. Sort of holy flame, how did it wind up down here? Well, probably because they have to do with the first Crusaders.
It came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Lan, watch your tongue.
We can still just attack them. We'll find a sword faster if you work together. I help you.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Hidden objects, perception checks, yeah.
Something here.
Taking it.
Done.
Statue of an unknown knight. The technique is crude, but the figure was clearly crafted with genuine feeling. Judging by the style of armor, the knight is from the First Crusade. Oh, right. Let's see. Can you use a crossbow? There you go. Wear that. Guess I could put it on. That's the longsword you got. 1 to 6, light mage. 5 to 10 when equipped. 5 to 12 right now, so not really any reason, I think. Yeah. Let's see, what does cold iron mean? This iron mine deep underground and known for its effectiveness against demons and fey creatures. It forces lower temperatures to preserve its delicate properties. Alright.
I've spotted something.
The room looks like an improvised museum, or perhaps some kind of temple.
Something here.
Grinding stone. Merchant might pay well.
I'm gone.
Handful of gems.
Now what is that?
More junk.
What do we
I
have
found
here?
Something.
Get across, but yeah, we still have to look for something.
Something here.
I think that's where it actually pearls. Here we'll find the sword. Go. Strange flash pierces the gloom, and Aladdin feels drops of searing blood running down her chest. The wound healed by Trendelev reopens and weeps scarlet, but there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber, this one or another one entirely. Aladdin's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into her mind. Thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery! They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect, the people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead, in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I am about to die from their treacherous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with golden braid lies on the rock, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traders and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origins of these thoughts, Aladdin intuits that she can control them somehow. Let's try to heal the wounded girl. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before Aladdin. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, L'Oreal, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said you and the other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true? The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster like a rushing river, and images flash by one after the other. A priestess in colorful robes observing the stars, a young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword, a majestic golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet but his voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing and only if you're ready, there is no going back. Then don't waste your strength healing me, the girl whispers. Your mission is more important. You take care, it is near. There, in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depth. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow, the sound piercing like hot irons lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy. And a wounded girl thrashes in a death throes. Will 10, but Aladdin determined to fight the illusion. Is determined to fight the illusion. Knowledge Arcana. No, we're bad at that. We'll have to do this. And Aladdin can do nothing to fight off the illusion. Let's try. Success! The force of the attack, though originating in a vision, is terrifying, but Aladdin is stronger. She shakes off the pain and torpor, but alas, the one who sent the vision cannot claim the same. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real. It exists only in the strange vision or memory. But the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of Discari, the terrifying demon lord. In a movement as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they called L'Oreal. The foolish angel struggling on the rocks. The foolish angel struggling on the rocks, like a fly with its wing torn off. Intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm envelops the thought of the one called L'Oreal. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like the sun's beam through stained glass. Slash. The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils in a howl, releasing his grip on L'Oreal's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips his sword, and with the last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. Aladdin senses that the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. The last thing she hears is, "You will kill me, monster, this I know, but one day someone will come here to raise up my sword. They will raise it up and save and protect the innocent." The vision disappears, vanished in a burst of color. Aladdin does not hear the final words, but she seems to complete the thought. Taking it to heart, the words fly from her lips, and with them something else. The heat blazing in Aladdin's chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wounds close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Aladdin sees the flaming sword in her hand, or rather its outline. The memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into her hand. Aladdin senses that it will return. All she needs to do is call. Well, we absorbed the sword, it seems.
Hey! Are you alright? You were kinda glowing just now.
Sheila kneels before the light, offering up a prayer to Iomide.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
You saw it too? The traitor, the dying girl? I think I saw the memory of L'Oreal, the angel who died here. Yeah.
L'Oreal? That really was L'Oreal? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
Let's see, L'Oreal, angel of legend. Died. Left sword behind. We absorbed it. Alright, let's see. Chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Now, Wendowog, don't be a sore loser. She is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before her, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff, because she doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
Requires angel mythic path. Reveal the light of heaven. It seems I can control it.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing! Heaven has truly blessed you.
Aladdin?
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sol needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
Let's see. Lead us to your chief and I'll decide if I'm going to help you or not. Alright.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
Skill check. Yeah.
This one was beyond me.
Oh.
Not this time. I am helpful. Am I not?
Good result of 17. 15. 17 is not lower than 14. The attempt has been successful. Alright. What's this? Protection from evil.
We should prepare. Be careful, everyone!
What if we move here? Can we then still do? No.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
No match for me.
Aha. Or can you actually do an attack? Oh, we have to. Okay. Nah, just move in then.
Into the fray! Yeah!
Attack!
Really? Alright.
Follow my steps.
Reagents. Alright.
Let's head out.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Happy quickens.
Get ready.
I've spotted something.
They'll beg me to stop!
You won't survive me.
Aim carefully.
Aha.
I'll rip you apart!
Missed.
You are today's sacrifice.
Endure this!
Forwards.
Cure light wounds. You probably can use that.
Let us be careful.
Forget it. The mongrel did it.
At least you don't get hit all the time. I think that was the case in the first one. If you failed the check, you would hurt the entire party.
No match for me.
Do not waver!
I don't want to have you up front, actually. Just wait. Where's this one? Alright.
Make every strike count.
There you go. Aha!
The light take you!
Go for their hearts!
Nice. Every check doing competent is following calculation. Yeah. Oh. Let's see. Light crossbow. Masterwork light crossbow. Switch that. Oh, you already have a bow. Short bow. Alright.
I'm gone. Something here.
They will break against our resolve.
A solid plan.
Oh. That's a very big one.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Matricium Turinos.
Come on. Still not close enough? Guess not.
No match for me.
Move you back a bit.
Attack.
Into the fray!
Oh crap.
You won't survive me.
I'll rip you apart.
Alright. Not great, but it worked. Light shield. Masterwork greatsword. Ooh. Pearl. Cap. Monk weapon. How does that one look? That's pretty awfully cool. $8 to 18 damage. Eh. Might try it a bit, although we're not. Alright. I remember this. When WotR glances at Lan, who is fixing his slip bowstring, and quickly walks over to you. Her cat-like eyes glow from beneath her hood. Listen here, you. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you and I are the only two people here who see things clearly. That's why I'm asking you. Don't show the light of heaven to Sol. Lan is sure about the light. He's sure that the light should be shown to the mongrels. I thought you considered the mongrels to be great warriors. Don't you want to save the kids lost in the maze? I'll think about it. Yeah, don't you want to save the kids? I do want to, but I'm not going to risk the future of the tribe for the sake of a few stupid kids. Chief Sol is hesitant, and for good reason. He also understands how dangerous this is for the tribe. Lan's the only one who benefits from these childish games of heroism. I'll go alone if I have to and find them, or whatever's left of them, without any heroics, relying on myself, risking only my life. You and your friends, you can come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together and find a way out to the surface. Yeah. I think not. We'll side with Lan on this. Lan is sure that the light should be shown to the mongrels. Lan! WotR grimaces, and a guttural husky snarl unfurls in her throat. He wants to play the hero. His first idea, if you remember, was to grab the sword and run headlong into the maze. Does that sound like a plan to you? To me it sounds like suicide. The worst part is that the tribe actually takes his word to heart and follows where he leads. I thought you considered the mongrels to be great warriors. The descendants of great warriors. I believe that my people are worthy of greatness, that we are strong and can do many things. That's why we're chased down here. We scared people, but it's one thing to go hunting in caves and another to fight in the shield maze. When WotR leans closer, her pupils dilating. I've been there. I've spent my whole life training so I can make it through all the way to the end. There were more of us trackers at the start. We were young and stupid. But a couple of months... What's a couple of monsters when there's a whole world out there waiting for us? That's what we thought, but we weren't prepared. The maze isn't just a physical challenge. It's cunning and full of traps. It's dark as the primordial night, and if you close your eyes and listen, you hear whispers right behind you, and soft singing in the distance that seems to rise and fall with the beating of your heart. When WotR looks away. I had to learn from my friends' mistakes. I had to step over their bodies and go further. I don't want to have to do that again. And it will happen again if a crowd of ill-prepared fighters burst into the maze with no idea what they're doing, where they're going. All because Lan believes that the glowing sword will solve all our problems. I'll think about it. Don't show the chief the light, and I'll lead you through the maze to the surface, I swear it. Leave a location. Nethel. That light spell lasts a very long time. Mongrel. If you can hunt, you're welcome to stay. Uplanders. They should have stayed on the surface. There's no business coming down here. I don't even want to know what's happening up there. Yeah, guess you don't. Lan and WotR are always dragging back trash from the cave, no offense. Lan and WotR, yep, no offense. None taken. I am trash. And you're staying behind there, it seems. Your first impression of the mongrel village is a squalid dump. With the odors to match, unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom and deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white eyeless fish, while others are repairing fishing nets. All the signs of normal village life, but tense expectations hang in the air. A heavyset aged mongrel slowly shuffles his way towards you. The hair on his head grows in limp, wispy strands, and his face has a distinctly rat-like appearance with pronounced teeth. And you hear a rattling sound in his chest with every breath he takes. One of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataracts, while the other gleams with moisture. Uplanders. The time's come upon us, indeed. Chief Sol, we found the angel's sword, and we found the one who can wield it. Lan points at you. She had a vision, and now the angel's sword together. And now the... Wait. She had a vision, and now the angel's sword together with the light of heavens are somehow inside her. Gather the tribe, anyone who can hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive, we can go save them. Ah, Lan, always dreaming, always talking. You're too hasty for your own good. It's going to get you in trouble. Sol eyes you up and down. And Uplander with the light of heaven. That's too good for us. Our kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Lan trusts people because he likes to believe. Isn't that right, Lan? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light. Dialogue options restricted by Mythic Path. Throughout the game you will occasionally encounter colored options marked as associated with a specific Mythic Path. There are dialogue branches that embody the spirit of particular manifestations of mythic power. In the early stages of the game, these options must be selected in order to gain the opportunity to set out on the corresponding mythic path. Once your mythic path is set, unique alternatives inaccessible to other mythic paths will become available to you. Is there someone else from the surface here? Is there someone else from the surface here? Why would we ask that? Sol points off to the side. There he is, Hill and Nathy and prim as a peacock, just like me. Sol laughs, but quietly returns to business. It's not good, too many uplanders. Not good. Not right. What are you up to? You're one of us. We are not your kind. When the time comes, we'll come to you, not you to us. Let's see. I will help you find the lost mongrels in the maze, but you can quit hoping for a magical sword to appear. Lawful requires angel mythic path. Reveal the land speaks the truth. So that is lawful. Yep, it's the truth. We have to. The heavenly sword flames. The heavenly flame flares to life at your unspoken command, bright, pure, dancing with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam passing through stained glass. The mongrels abandon their task and stare, transfixed. The light is bright but not blinding. It is warm, but the warmth is soul deep. You performed an action that was lawful. Sol is silent for a while. Tears are streaming down his wide, pale face, but the old man doesn't even care to wipe them away. So it's true. The angel did not forsake us. No, he came back from the dead. He came to save our children. Len gives you a nod of thanks. The scaled half of his face is indifferent, but the human half is visibly relieved, as if he wasn't sure all this time that you would support him. Seems like Len might be a bit smarter than he looks, actually. Wenduark hisses at you like an angry cat. See these fishermen and these hunters, these husks of men and women. Their blood will be on your hands. Let's see, we have the blessing of angels. We will survive and help the young tribesmen. I'm not responsible for others' decisions. Say nothing. Again, since we're lawful good, kind of, and we have Iomide as a deity, I think this is the logical answer. If we were more kind of chaotic or neutral aligned, this would probably be a good one. I'm not responsible for others' decisions. But yeah, let's say nothing. It could be neutral, I guess. We have the blessing. Idiot! You see a bright light and now you think even the maze is no match for you? You always think the worst, Wendu. We're not on our own in this anymore. We've got allies. Well, a couple at least. But one good fighter's worth 10 bad ones. this say whatever? Is this always fighter, or would it say paladin if we were paladin? I think it's just like a general fighter, not an actual class. You have the right of it, Lan. But we're nethers. We're going to wait. I sent a message to summon all the tribes. It will take time, yes, but they will all come. They will all come to the light. Wait, Lan. Wait, Uplanders. Rest a while. In one of our huts. Our home is your home. Alright, Chief. Understood. Let's hope a few hours isn't the difference between life and death for those kids. If they ask me what took us so long, I'll tell them it was your decision. WotR only grits her teeth in silence. Level advancements. There we go, we can level. Right. Although it doesn't make a whole lot of difference for WotR. She'll be gone. Going to become a fighter. Okay, so we get 2. Okay, good. We'll stick to this then. Alright, let's see, I have an outline for Sheila. It seems Sheila might be missing a few. Hang on. Let's do her first. Because from what it looks like, she's missing quite a few things. Yeah, she has shield, focus, and dodge. Okay, she doesn't actually have a heavy armor focus or anything. With Sheila, we'll be focusing on mobility, persuasion. Oh. Mobility, persuasion. Altering this value will disable automatic leveling up for this character for the remainder of the game. Are you sure? Yes. Yeah, from what I've seen, use magic device is quite useful. Oh, well, anyway, that's what my note says. So we'll go this. Mobility, persuasion, use magic device. Yep. Kind of handy to use scrolls and whatnot once in a while. Oh, we don't get to pick a trait or a feat. All right. Camellia. Right. So the thing is, I mentioned already, I'm not too fond of min-maxing. Well, for one, I'm not good enough. I don't have the knowledge to do stuff like that. But when you look online for like builds, a lot of builds will be all over the place because it is the min-max thing to do. You know, if you want the best character, then you should probably get a whole bunch of different classes put together. And but the thing is, just from a more of a almost an aesthetic standpoint or a role-playing standpoint, I don't really like that. Like I was watching something like the Ultimate Paladin build. Like there are a bunch of videos, and it's like, well, the best paladin is a monk. You have to get a few levels as a certain monk, and then you have to switch to paladin. And I'm just like, well, then I'm a monk. I want to be a paladin. So I kind of want to keep it. I think they're called pure builds, but I'm not wholly against it, because from the build that I got for Camellia, I think it's kind of the basic Vextra Life build actually. Has 3 levels in Cleric, Angel Fire, Apostle. Thing is though, that doesn't seem too, you know, too out there to combine those two. So I'm kind of alright with that. But for now we'll be sticking with, at level 6, we'll go 3 levels into Cleric for her. Because then she gets access to more spells. Let's see. And with her, trickery and perception. Okay. We get a hex. Ice plant is the best hex, I think. Yep, that's the first one we should get. This hex grants the shaman +2 natural armor. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, I'll go in order. There we go. We'll do Lan. I might just leave WotR as is. Lan will be a complete Zen archer, actually. So he'll remain that. Stealth, mobility, athletics. So with him, we're going to actually take down perception. We're going to do stealth, because you want him to do stealth attacks at some point. Because, yeah, I think he can do like a bunch of attacks from stealth. So that's very good to have. Yep, precise shot. Longbow, sure, yes. We already have a longbow. Yeah, alright. Okay, now we'll get our fighter going. Aladdin. Let's do, right, lore, athletics. Let's get armor focus, heavy armor. Oh, yeah, we have that already. So, shield focus maybe? Probably. Right, this is bonus feat. Yeah, let's get this one. I might have made a mistake already then. Because with a bonus feat you're not allowed to pick everything, so I might have wasted a regular feat by picking something that you could have also gotten as a bonus feat. Like I mentioned, I'm not I'm not knowledgeable enough to do that stuff, so. But again, we're not playing on core difficulty or on fair difficulty, so. Sol heaves himself around to face you. Eh? I want to ask you a few questions. Hi. Tell me about Lan. Lan? Sol makes a fake gesture. He's not one of us. No, not one of us. His father was one of us, but his mother, no. They took him up to the surface, they ruined him as a child, then they came back. But he wasn't one of us. A good hunter, yes. But he feels trapped down here. But he can't go up. He can't go up there either. It's not safe. He wouldn't last a gong. What about WotR? Ah, WotR. Our beauty, our huntress, who is more skilled than WotR? There are braver fighters, yes. But brave doesn't mean skilled. WotR is the only one to go into the maze and come out again. The others listen to everything she has to say. Tell me about the mongrels. Eh? Ah, well, we are the crusaders under the ground. The children of the first crusaders. The world wound touches everyone. Look at us. We are all marked by it. The uplanders didn't like it. They drove us down here. But we have a secret. Sol's one good eye twinkles slyly. We're waiting. When the sealed maze falls, that is the end of our lives down here. We will go up to the surface to fight. Until then, we don't. Our place is here. But now we have all seen the light of heaven. Now we can go. What other signs do we need? We must fulfill our crusader duty. What are you going to do now? The messenger is swift. He rally the tribe. All of them come. He'll rally the tribe, all of them. The angel's light is with us, so we will follow it. Now you go rest. Eat. We're prisoners or guests? Nah. I want to look around. That'll be it. Can we actually talk to party members while they're in the party? I don't think so, actually. Sure. Taking it. Has the maze really collapsed? We have nothing to feed you. Go to one of the other tribes. Would you look at that, Uplanders?
Let's head out.
We have nothing to feed you. Ah, there he is again. August worm. Ah, a human face at last. And there I thought I'd be gazing upon the twisted visages of these troglodytes for the rest of my life. An elderly man in expensive but not ostentatious clothing approaches you. His face is peppered with several healed cuts and bruises and twisted in an expression of extreme discontent. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is August Worm. Yes, that worm. You no doubt have heard of me. If you spend any time at all in the city, I have a business proposition for you. Your name tells me nothing. Who are you? How did you end up here? What kind of... how did you end up here? For a moment, August's eyes focus on Camellia before his gaze returns to you. So I actually remember with the deal between them. I won't... no, I'm not gonna... I won't spoil it, but I know what this is about. He's very interested in Camellia. Like everyone else, down I went when that accursed beetle cleaved the ground in twain beneath our feet. I'm lucky I didn't break my neck in the fall, and I'm doubly lucky that I didn't encounter any subterranean cockroaches on my blind wandering and instead came across hunters from this settlement. Although I must say that when I first glimpsed their physiognomies, my life flashed before my very eyes, but they turned out to be decent chaps. Frightening to look at, but able to keep a bargain. You don't speak very kindly of mongrels, even though they saved your life. We'll brush past that. What kind of business proposition? I don't know what is happening on the surface right now, but I am determined to find out. You have no intention of seeing out the rest of your days in this village, I suspect. We must find a route back to the surface, to the city, if there's anything left of it. You seem to be a remarkably strong warrior. Just what we need to get through these caves and past the bloodthirsty beasts that inhabit them. You are strong. It will be no trouble for you, but I, alas, am not as fit as I once was. I can't go crawling about through caves, playing at scouts. My position is simple. Lead me back to the city, and I shall pay you 1,000 gold coins. Camellia, I suggest we help this man. It is good to have friends among the Canabras elites. Let's see, money first. 2,000 gold. Good. I praise Iomade. I'm a crusader, not some mercenary. Keep your money. I don't need payment to see you safely to the surface. Yeah, we kind of have to, don't we? I don't know 1,000 gold in the long run. I don't know if that's a lot, actually. Yep, I praise Iomade. And I thank Abadar. I am not some beggar seeking charity. If I told you I pay 1,000... 1,000? That means I'll pay 1,000. Oh, I see. So we get the best of both worlds. He still pays, and we still get to be pious. We can still say money first. Deal. Splendid. In the meantime, I shall sit here. you don't want to put those words together. Well, he might defecate here in the village as well, though. We can still say your name tells me nothing. Yeah, okay, we have to go. Go on, go on. Don't forget our agreement. When you find a way out, be sure to tell me. Alright. Mongrel? I don't want to know what's happening up there. I'm going to steal all the stuff. Has the maze really collapsed?
Let us be careful.
Ah, it is so nice to have, what's this? Hut for resting. Alright. It's nice to be able to use the tab button again to highlight stuff. I've been playing the early access of Baldur's Gate 3. There you have to use Alt, which kind of feels unnatural to me. We have nothing to feed you. Well, then I'll take your mutated fish. Yeah, I mentioned this last time when I was playing, actually. First aid kit. Essential for using the treat affliction ability, consumed when used. I think it's pretty nice detail that they thought to add in a, you know, a way for these mongrels to tell time, even though they don't have the access to the sun, basically. So they use a different timetable.
I'm gone.
That's pretty cool. Nevia. August Quirm. This tragedy may not have happened if you'd spent less time surveilling the honest citizens and more tracking the real spies and demon worshippers. Brilliant idea, how come I didn't think of it? Now, if only the cultists would tell us they were cultists, then we wouldn't have to waste time investigating honest citizens who decide to go all cloak and dagger right under our noses. August and Anivia sit some distance apart, snipping at each other in an idle fashion that testifies to their long acquaintance and mutual dislike. When they notice you, they quickly fall silent. What's the bad blood between you about? Well, I can kind of guess already. Anivia, how's the leg? Yeah, how is the leg? Anivia scrunches up her nose. Well, it hasn't fallen off yet, so that's good. They've bandaged me up all nice and smeared some stinking stuff on the wound, so it looks like I'm gonna live. They said wait a day and it'll be right as rain, so I'm waiting. What do you think is happening in the city right now? Well, we just can only guess, right? What do you think of the mongrels? What are you going to do when you get back to the surface? What do you think of the mongrels? August Quirm. I thought they were just a story. The sort of things drunks in the tavern would come out with. Now I discover that it's true. Well, what can I possibly think of them? The poor creatures are most unfortunate, with their faces and their minds so deformed, it's a miracle they're even alive. The part that boggles my mind is that they're the descendants of the first Crusaders. All these years they've been living beneath our feet in caves and dirt. If I'd known the legends about them were true, I'd have dedicated my life to getting them out of this place. To what end? The people of Canabres would have stoned them on sight, and Prelate Hulrun would have had them tossed on the pier and en masse. Whatever the ills of this place, it's their home. How long do you think they would have survived on the surface? Yeah, let's see. What is this bad blood between you two? It's an old matter. Miss Terrorblade here had the notion of spying on me, then of rummaging through my goods. I ask you, do I look like a cultist? Cultists don't tend to look like cultists, you know. That's kind of the whole problem. And you, Mr. Worm, build a whole secret operation of buying and smuggling into the city. What was it? Oh yeah, magical weapons. How was I supposed to know that all the rigmarole with middlemen was so you could anonymously donate supplies to the crusade? Don't you see? I have a reputation to uphold, one that I value most highly. August Worm is a hard-nosed businessman, not a good fairy from a tale. Yes, I care about my city. Yes, I wish to see that its defenders, my defenders, were well fed, healthy and well armed. But to make those donations openly was unthinkable. I might as well hang a sign outside my door welcoming in every sponger, leech and parasite in the city. I appreciate your help for the crusade, no jokes, you're an alright bloke, but carrying on secret dealings in a city that's teeming with cultists is a huge pain in the backside for us lot, whose job it is to keep an eye on that sort of thing. What do you think is happening in the city? Not really interested. What are you gonna do when you get back to the surface? Well, let's get there first. Yeah, let's go. Go on then, and don't dilly-dally. The sooner we get out of here, the likelier we are to find some people still alive up there. Take care of yourself.
Follow my steps.
Vendor, come and see my wares. Hang on. Alright. You there! A tall woman, with a face deformed by an enormous swelling, smiles broadly at you, showing off her double row of small sharp teeth. You from the surface, you must be tough to make it all the way here. Never thought I'd see the day. Call me Dira. Let's trade. Let's trade. Let's see, is there a... There we go. Get rid of that stuff. Anything else we can sell? Masterwork dagger. Can sell this. Probably hold on to some of those things. No. This can go. Alright. Keep hold of the rest. Short spear. Yeah, I don't think I ever had any people that use that anyway. How much money? We have 608 gold. Scroll of Bless, Scroll of Doom, Scroll of Grease, Hide Armor, Leather Armor, Bastard Sword. Warhammer, Short Blow, Heavy, Great Club, Quiver of Gold, Cold Iron Ammunition. Can you use to shoot cold iron against demons and fake creatures? Can give that to Lan. Okay. We're not going to buy weapons. Leather armor, hide armor. No. Should we buy protection from evil, mage armor, feather step? Thick pads, which we cannot buy anyway. We should probably buy a bunch of those. Whoop! There we go. Sure, let's get that. Sleep. Heroism. These are cheap, might as well. Okay, Camellia knows that spell. Might as well. Okay, she also knows Bless. Well, still doesn't hurt to have one. Grease. Does anyone know Grease? Let's buy one of Grease then. Camellia also know, yeah, Camellia knows sleep. Alright. Heroism? Nah, that's too expensive anyway. Yeah. It'll do. Protection from evil. There you go. Alright. We can give you some extra ones. can have that. What's this actually? Feather step, alright. Let's give you some extra ones. This is Shield of Faith. Yeah, why not? Oh, nobody can use that. Or you can. Can be used with skill check. Oh. Can't be used by this character. So I guess we need an extra level in use magic device, maybe. You received this item from Merchant Dyra. Well, we paid for it. Do we have a... oh, there we go. Sure, let's do that. Alright, you're fatigued. So... normally you have 13 dex and... 18 strength? Or 19 even? No, 18. Okay. Pretty high strength. Right. Okay. Mongrels. Right, we didn't actually speak. Who are you? People around here call me all sorts. Dara the hoarder, Dara the coin, Dara the city girl. Like that's a bad thing. Ha! I troll the caves, picking up all kinds of things from the surface that wash down here through your sewers. I trade all kinds of junk for food and clothes, but I only part with my best finds for coin. Got no coins? Forget what money is. Well, then I have no use for you. If you want city goods, you'll need to pay for them with gold, like city folk. Why are you so eager to trade? Because all the people here are no better than animals now. Dira yells with surprising anger before being overcome with coughing. Wiping her mouth, she continues. Our forefathers lived in the city like you. Our people love to reminisce about armies, knights, crusades, but I couldn't care less about that. Savages with clubs can fight a war. Only civilized folk can buy and sell. They've all forgotten what trading is. They've forgotten the value of gold. They barter hides for plant roots and go on about the feats of the crusaders. Who cares about them? I don't need help remembering. I have coin and I have things to sell. Now let's trade like proper city folk. Have this stuff that I just took. Light shield, you can probably have that as well. Let's get rid of the dagger. It's worth quite a bit and I don't have a use for a dagger just yet. It will be a while, I think, before we get... I think we get Woljif at some point. That's I think the only character that companion that'll be into using daggers. Scroll, that's a bit expensive actually. Yep, that'll be it. Or maybe... nah. Rest. We've nothing to feed you. Bloodshot eye. Okay, you just have that in a bag. If you can hunt, you're welcome to stay. I think this is where we leave in a bit.
Let us be careful.
The messengers returned. The tribes are gathering at the entrance of the maze. Our people have already gone there. I've warned Anevia and that old guy who won't even acknowledge me. Take your time, there's no rush. The most important people always show up late. Lan looks around. Everything's going to plan, but one thing's bothering me. Wenduark's gone. Yeah. You told the truth to the Mongrel tribe and revealed the light of heaven, despite Wenduark's attempts to persuade you otherwise. All the tribes, so a whole army is marching on the maze then. What do you think happened to Wenduark? What about... Still evil. Evil. The first thing I see when I wake up is your hideous face. Not the best start of the day. All the tribes, so a whole army is marching on the maze then. By Mongrel standards, yes. But don't be too disappointed when you see the reality. There aren't many of us who can hold a weapon, and fewer still who can do any damage with one. Oh, that's good to hear. What do you think happened to Wenduark? I don't know. She was always stubborn. Maybe she decided she could do it all on her own. I hope she comes back. We'll struggle without her, and she'll struggle without us. No matter how hard she tried to deny it. What about Anevia and Horgus? Once we've cleared the maze, the way ahead will be safe. Anevia is in no state to fight, and that Horgus guy, he doesn't look like he'll shift an inch unless we roll out the red carpet all the way to the exit. Still, are you sure the maze is the only way to the surface? Well, if it wasn't, he would have told us by now. Let's go. Let's go, but before we do, thank you. I was so happy I forgot to thank you before. But you've done something no one else has in a long time. You've given the Mongrels hope. It's like we're starting to believe that we are worth something. Now that we have the power of the angels on our side, Len's face grows sullen. It won't change anything, of course, but at least you'll help us save the young ones, hopefully. Let's go to the main gate. The straight road is the shortest. Alright. Yep, we have to go here now. Caves at the shield maze. Oh, forgot about that. Slimy skin. Ugh. This reagent, brew. Alright. Good. Well, that'll be it for now. We'll continue on some other time. For now, thank you for watching, and farewell.